we do. It's always so funny when like you get conquest stuff popping up. That's for the immersives. That's actually one of the harder things to ignore. Because I try to hide it, because like I feel like it does kind of pull you out of immersion for like Nixie and Rory and stuff. So like being able to just see it and not have to like stop talking and then re-talk when it's done popping up is just still kind of weird. It's nice. It's definitely nice, but it's weird to me. So yeah, if you're wondering, that is what I do. Sometimes I'll see it like pop up, and if I'm in the middle of like monologuing, I'll actually just stop, wait for all of that to disappear, and then either do it again or like depending on where it was. Sometimes it's like in the middle where it's like easy to kind of like stop and go. What are like, so that's like one of those like random things that I do try to do during it. It's like ignore that. But like leveling is a little bit easier to work around because you can clearly see like on your bar when you're due to level. However, it's the conquest stuff. That's something that I do hope, I don't think they ever will, but that would be something I would love to see eventually added in, is a way to like stop that. Like there's other pop-up stuff I've been able to get rid of, but conquest and leveling are two that you can't hide or prevent. And if that ever became a, we don't have to, like, you can suppress that, that would be amazing.
Be more careful.
Sorry. Like, I know that that might sound silly and the majority of the people don't care. But a lot of people know I'm pretty personally allergic to UIs. I don't like a UI in a game. Like, if you've watched DAI or Skyrim, you'll probably have seen that I turn off my UIs completely. And this game, this is probably, I think, the smallest, like, least amount of information I can get while still being able to function. Like, obviously, like, when it's immersive, I remove this, and then, like, like, you see how it says, like, Mako, your companion on the right. Like, that's something that during immersives I get rid of as well. So I think overall we've been able to slim this down, but it took a lot of work. It took a lot of iterations. I've had a lot of people ask me over the years, like, why don't you have more hotbars? And I have 3. And I'm like, you want me to get rid of? You want more? I can't do more. Like, I always like laugh. That was actually a big joke on stream for a while. Why I don't have more bars. But the good news is SWTOR has all this customization. I love how much customization is in the UI. I wish more games had it. Like this, the interface editor in SWTOR is, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I've legitimately spent hours customizing my UI. I have so many different iterations of it. And oddly enough, I do enjoy having all of my iterations like still available to me. So like if I ever get nostalgic for one, or I'm like, wait, when I did this, this, and this, I really liked the way my UI looked, or it was more functional for something else. So it's like easy to like kind of store everything. I love that. I love that they give us that ability. You? Are you done? Not even remotely. Maybe a little bit, please. Thank you. And this. One more. So this should be the last generator, right? Mako, is it the last one? Okay. Plant explosive on the central computer. Which should be... Okay, I know where that is. I'll head this way. But the other thing is, whenever I do... I don't know why, but this is the time of year where I tend to, like, start SWTOR LPs, like, from scratch. Evie was started around this time. I think Rory was started around this time last year. Nixie, I think I started at a different point, but she was my first one. Livy, I think I also started... Livy might have been early spring, but typically speaking, this is when I get, like, this time period, like, holidays. My, like, IRL work schedule kind of slows down a bit. So, like, this is when I'm, like, I'm ready to game. I'm, like, super, like, ready to just, like, put on a hoodie and just record for hours because, like, I just want to hang out in my favorite games. But because of that, I actually always try to get my LPs recorded through Nar Shaddaa as fast as possible because, as I mentioned, Life Day is coming. And Life Day everybody's running around on Nar Shaddaa. So I am going to try to get Lila, like, I'm very happy that we are as close to done on Nar Shaddaa as we are already. And then my consular that I'd mentioned way back when, I think I am going to try to, like, pre-record her through Nar Shaddaa as well before Life Day. It's just so that way it, like, doesn't take us too much out of the story. I mean, honestly, though, because these are non-immersive, it's fine. But I think I'm going to have to make a decision on, like, Livy and Ari very, very, very soon, because neither one of them are off of Nar Shaddaa yet. And I don't want, like, because people they'll toss snowballs everywhere. You will be covered in snowballs, which actually is kind of amusing. But when you're trying to be, like, not serious, but serious, it can get a little frustrating. So
stop.
What?
I've been watching you on the surveillance monitors. I know what you're doing. You've got to stop. Please. There are dozens of civilian technicians and engineers working here. If you blow up this facility, they'll all be killed.
Then they should run.
Maybe they should be getting out of here then.
Our security chief disabled the evacuation alarm. They don't want this attack made public. I only need a few minutes to round up my crew and get them out of here. Do what you will afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Do it. Hurry.
Thank you.
We did it. I like it always like, actually, you can blow up the place. I do not care. And it's like, okay. I mean, if you're not going to stop me from doing what I want, I don't care. Wait, Mako, don't die. Hold on. Okay, let me get rid of you first, because you're annoying. Thank you. Mako, do you want me to handle that one too? Kind of. I like how Mako got the higher ground there. She 100% has the high ground. You? And this. Almost like, okay. The death noises sometimes. And then they're just dead. All right, I forget if there's a cutscene here or if we just plant the explosive and go. Nope, we just go. Beautiful. We are going where? Back to, I think it's is it the promenade? We'll see in a minute. We will see in a minute. I think I'm going to the right spot. Yeah. Oh my god. I forgot. It expects you to walk out and not fast travel. So if you fast travel, you get these explosives here in the promenade, where there are no explosives right now. But we made big boom, and so we get it everywhere. That's fine. That's like 100%. Oh yeah. See, Feast of Prosperity is directly over there. Like 100%. Actually, let me show you the decos, because I have a second. And we're here. I might as well. And then we can just take the other thing. A lot of people. It's the weekend, so there's definitely a lot of people. But if you're curious, I am completely obsessed with a few things. One of them being, is it this? Look at this table floral arrangement. I have it in one of my strongholds now. We looked at it on stream. That's stunning. Like, that is. And then, oh right, there was the grill bar, but wait, where is, hold on. Not the posters. Where is it? It's the, it's a deco for sure. The funny thing is you can't, yeah, not the fruit. These ones we got. Those are like OG ones, I think. Hold on. Oh, the wall sconces. These are, like, this one's actually smaller than you would think. As a heads up, if you're at all curious, this is actually a lot smaller. This is probably a better size one if you need something with some height to it. That's better. Oh, it's this one. Whoops, no, I can't buy it. This. Oh my goodness. This looks so good. Like, I wish I could describe to you how good it looks. Like, it is gorgeous. There is no way you'll ever own enough of them. If you enjoy decorating strongholds, that is. I, for one, big stronghold decorating fan. I love every second of that. It's one of the things that drew me to the game outside of Andronicus, because Space Pirate Husband. But that's besides the point. That's an entirely different day, an entirely different us. But you should know that those are great if you're looking for new decos at any point. The only downside is those pets that you can get aren't, as far as I could tell, they don't get unlocked in collections. They're just per character. So I think I'm going to be skipping those for a while, because I don't know who would, like, because they get bound to you right away. I don't know who I'd want them on or anything like that. So I think Deco's for me right now is the way to go.
Huh? The Eidolon's property will rain down on the streets for days. I could already hear his holo conversation with the Republic. Were those our billions of credits going up in smoke?
I'm sure this humbled him a little.
Maybe the Eidolon will ask you for a loan.
Yeah, I'd give my left leku to see that gank beg me for credits. I got some discretionary funds from the cartel to deal with these sorts of problems. I think you've earned more than a few.
The Hunter's gotta know. Gellerin should talk about it. Mako said it was important. She said so.
Wait, what did you find, Anuli?
Oh, for the love of frying and credits, we're discussing business here.
Strange weapon orders. Armor plating, blaster cannons, defense shields. Shipped to an abandoned warehouse in the Dural sector? Makes no sense.
Armor plating. Hang on, that sounds really familiar. Let me check something.
My guess is it's definitely not a good thing, huh?
Sounds like bad news.
I asked Anuli to help me watch for possible bounty hunter rivals and to look out for anything weird.
And this is, even for Nar Shaddaa. Nobody ships expensive hardware to empty buildings. Or if they do, they hide it better.
Here it is, the Zargnor Clan. I knew those weapon parts sounded familiar. A clan of Ugnaughts got into the Great Hunt by building a bizarre war droid that they would ride inside of. The thing's blaster cannons blew up during the Grand Melee. Everyone was killed except the Ugnaughts inside the armored droid, making them the winners.
That... You've got to be joking, right?
Please say this is a joke.
Hey, as possible rival bounty hunters go, these might not be too bad.
That's fair.
Assuming they haven't finished their new war droid. But it'd probably be a good idea to get them before they finish.
Yeah, okay. So, let's go. Let's go. Tell me where. Maybe we'll get lucky.
You're assuming they haven't blown themselves up.
Yeah, maybe they already have. You never know. The warehouse they ship the parts to is in a really sketchy part of town. It'll be tough to get to.
Look, hey, I don't know what this is about, and I don't think I want to know. Take care of your personal business. When you get back, we'll chat more about the Eidolon.
Okay. Cool. All done. Thank you. Ooh. 22. Girl, you are leveling so well right now. I'm so proud of you. Let's also, while we're here, visit... Don't we have vendors? Oh, you're the social vendor. I don't normally visit the social vendor. Oh wait. Can I not sell you that? Oh, you. Can I sell you this?
You won't find a better bargain.
Thank you. I didn't mean to use that. I meant to sell it. But thank you. Wait. I will take that
Come
as well.
back anytime.
And then that. Perfect. I like having a stim on. I don't know if I actually need them. I've had people go, you don't need them, and I've had other people go, you do need them. I like having them because it just boosts you a little bit, and I get distracted easily. / I don't know if I ever don't talk when I play SWTOR. So this makes my life a little bit easier in that regard. Okay, so we're gonna go upstairs. For once, I'm gonna try to not fast travel and spend the creds. It'll be difficult, but we're gonna try. Man, Nar Shaddaa looks so good. This game, man. This game. I'm very excited. I think there's supposed to be a dev stream next month. End of this month, beginning of next month? I think it's I think it's next month. Possibly. I'm very excited to see what they're bringing. I really hope we're getting more story. Because I'm a little obsessed. Wait. Upper. Did I go to the wrong way? Did I? Oh no. I did. I forgot it's divided up here and it's not just like the other end, which is not. But yeah. I don't generally do PTS stuff for SWTOR. Namely because I don't know. I always like just to wait until it's on the live server. So I have missed out on a few of those cool mounts, but some of the stuff that they already have on the PTS, I think it's already gone live, does sound pretty cool. I'm very excited to see that stuff like live in the game.
Select an available travel route.
But yeah, I wonder what's next for the story beat. Like, I still feel like obviously Hedicole is somebody that we like need to deal with. and like finished dealing with, because like we dealt with her but we didn't. And then what was the last story beat? Like I know like all the stuff happened, and then like we kind of got away from the Mando stuff, which is understandable, and then we kind of dealt with Malgi a little, but not really. There was like that whole intimidation thing, question thing. Was that? I feel like there was like one conversation with him after the Shay / Hedda Cole storyline. And then where was it? We went to Voss recently, and then oh right, we did the there was the Hujikit storyline for where you start the planet you start on for a trooper or for the smuggler. The name of it is escaping me at the moment. But that was really cool. And then there was another one like that. So we've kind of like gone back in like to 2 other pre-existing places, I think it was. 1, maybe 2. Those stories were all really good though. I don't know why in my brain though. Like I know that the Runic was not the most recent story, but in my brain it like forever is standing out as like one of the most recent stories. I think I just enjoyed the Runic story that much, and I enjoyed Runic. But I really did like the Voss storyline. I actually so mainstream character romanced Arkin. And the romance scene with Arkin, like that romance moment with Arkin on during the Voss storyline that we got, that was incredible. And then there was also the that update brought the Torian, like there's an alert where you can have like an extra romance scene with Torian, and what I loved the most about that was that it differentiated flirting from romance, because at that point you are you know, if you're smooching Torian, you're smooching Torian kind of thing. Like you're in a romance, you guys are in a full-fledged relationship. And I do like that. I feel like we've seen that a little bit more too. Like I want to say we saw that with like Lana and Theron. I could be wrong, but I do feel like we're seeing more of that separation of like romance and flirting, which I think is phenomenal. And I hope that that's something that we see kind of going forward, even more of that. I don't notice me, because like a lot of these relationships that like your characters are in, these are like long-standing relationships. These aren't like new, for instance. So like I like that it's with Theron or Torian and stuff like that. Like you're starting to see more like romantic moments instead of flirting moments. And then but like I like that like Rivix and Arn and Tau. Like I forget if Tau has flirt lines. I think there was a flirt line for Tau. Like those are flirt lines. I kind of hope Arn, like I'm not gonna lie, I hope he gets a full-fledged romance at some point. And I hope Darth Rivix gets a full-fledged romance at some point. If Darth Rivix ever does get a full like lock-in romance, it was worth it kind of thing, I do think that my batshit crazy Sith Inquisitor that I'm planning in my head, I think that she's gonna go for him because they're both insane, and I think that would work really well. Okay, what am I doing here? Confront. Oh my gosh, the Ugnaughts are funny. Let's go confront them. Let's go talk to these Ugnaughts. See what they have to say. Because I'm sure they're perfectly lovely. Hello. Hi. Can you tell me about your project?
What are you little fellas building?
It looks like a droid.
Are you building a war droid?
Mark II?
What happened to Mark I?
What a small world it is.
Bounty hunters? Really?
It's not called the Big Hunt, it's the Great Hunt.
It's the Great Hunt, not the Big Hunt.
Yeah, I did. You know you can't win this, right?
Your droid isn't even done. Don't make me kill you.
Honestly, I always feel bad even like remotely thinking about killing those guys because they're so like they're literally making a ultimate go boom war droid machine thing, and I appreciate that sincerely. And I think that I don't know why I don't keep just fast traveling to the cantina, but we're gonna do that now. But I don't like killing them because of that. Like, I sincerely want them to succeed in life. I want to see them build the big Mark II go boom, and I guess in my head I kind of headcanon it that like they become our biggest fans and then we get to become their biggest fan, and then one day Lila will meet up with them and they'll hand her over the Mark II go boom war droid, and it'll be incredible. Is that weird?
So,
Maybe.
what? Everything taken care of? No more problems?
No
Huh?
more problems.
Good. My people are looking for signs the Eidolon is on the move. So far, it's quiet. I think he's watching.
We need to do more damage then, huh?
Maybe we didn't hurt Eidolon security enough.
Nah, that part's easy enough to fix. See, if I get rid of the Eidolon, the cartel makes me a full-fledged boss with my own clan. And all we gotta do is take out one little assassin and his pet corporation. What a fragging deal, huh?
Mako said the hunter will take me away from here. I help find the Eidolon, I get off Nar Shaddaa. Mako said so.
Then that's what's gonna happen.
If that's the deal Mako made, I'll honor it.
Thanks. This means a lot to me. I'll owe you one.
Of course.
Now that's settled. Let's get back to the job of driving Eidolon security out of business. One of Eidolon security's slogans is, "Your secrets are our secrets." So what if you were to make all those confidential records public?
Oh, keep going.
It has potential.
Potential? What, you fragging kidding me? Just picture it. Every contract, every shady deal, all the security specs of every single one of the Eidolon's clients at anyone's disposal. Hey, Anuli, what do I pay you for, huh? How do we put Eidolon security's records on the HoloNet?
Oh, that's real hard. Eidolon's HoloNet transceivers are in the network access sector. Heavily guarded. You gotta slice into those to get to their records. But gotta get past these encryption programs first. You need Z's codes from him. Also a top-notch slicer to access Eidolon's network.
Z's a Bith engineer, best HoloNet security expert money can buy. He won't just give you those codes.
Oh, no. He will, don't worry.
I can be very persuasive.
I've seen that firsthand, friend. I'd give you whatever you wanted.
Z's currently consulting for a Republic company called Nebula Communications.
I'd suggest you blast your way into Nebula's corporate office in the industrial sector, grab some security slug, force him to tell you where Z's at.
You know, I could do that. There's also other things and ways I could make this work, but you know what? I like your plan. I like the idea of doing that. Okay. Hence. Girl, you got new pants. Isn't that exciting? She got new pants, y'all. Okay. So, Lila, let's head. Where are we going now? Is it worth the 113? Yes. No, but yes. I'm fine with it. I'm 100% fine with it. Let's go. Oh, wait. You. Yeah, I was like right next to you.
Open for business.
It's fine. I know my way.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
You ever not be able to click that? Like, I don't know what. That was me, by the way. That was not the game. That was 100% me having issues clicking. I don't know why. But we'll raid the Nebula Communications, and then I think after that, there's only one more thing left to do on Nar Shaddaa. Because this is a zone where you do go to each of the sectors. And then that's done. Is there... I think that there's like an in the middle. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it's in between, like, you get the first two, and then there's like another thing to do, and then you get more planets. And I think that is where we get to go see Torian. Like, the first time. I could be wrong, though. But I'm very excited for that, which means we're getting closer and closer to Torian. Which... I have a one-track mind. When it comes to this, it's 100% a one-track mind in my brain. It's Torian. Get there, and then like literally everything else is just slow. Like whatever happens. It's so funny though, because he is. I don't like other like. I shouldn't say that. There aren't a lot of base game romances that I do. I'm a huge Theron-mancer. So for me, I'm like Torian, Jorgen, Theron are my 3 favorites. I really like Arkin's romance too. There's just not a ton of content for it. But Torian and Jorgen are like, ooh, they're so good. I also like Andronicus. I do. I like really like Andronicus. And I think his crazy works really well with crazy Sith Inquisitor. I just wish that there was more to him. Like, I kind of hate it that it's like base game and then one other quick thing and then that's it. Like in the chapters when you like get him back and then that's it. Which is why for like my immersive Sith Inquisitor that I'm planning in my head, I was trying to avoid him, that I'm planning in my head, I'm trying to decide if she'll actually romance Andronicus or not, and like, is it going to be like romance Andronicus and then like break up with Andronicus? Is it romance him and stay romance to him and him only? Is it she gonna romance somebody else? In my head, I'm talking to my friends. Rude. In my head, Livy the Consular, I think she was gonna romance Theron as well. Buster. And then I think, like, so originally it was supposed to be, the way I had originally planned out, like Livy, Ari, and stuff like that, was Livy was gonna romance, so Livy's the Consular. She was gonna romance Arkin, and then Ari, my agent, was gonna romance Theron, and it was gonna be like spy kind of romance, which actually does sound really cool, and I'd love to see that in action because I don't actually have that. But then I was like, but the agent's story is really good. Like, it's really good. It's most people's favorite for a reason. But with the agent storyline, there's a lot of like self-development within it for your character, which I don't think like I think the whole story is really good, but like the chance to like really have that like self-growth throughout the story is beautiful, the way that they did that. So with that, I feel like a Arkin romance would also work really well, because then you've got like this character who's gone through it, who's had to like leave stuff behind, who's had to, and depending on like the ending that you pick, kind of thing. Like there's a whole bunch of ways the agent story can end, but you're never quite the same as when you started. There's no way to, not with the way that story goes down. So Arkin is kind of similar. So like I feel like they'd actually understand each other really well, and I like that idea. So that's why I was thinking about switching it. But then at the same time, I'm like, but Livy with Arkin, like a consular with Arkin, I also think is really sweet, because Livy is more light-sided. I definitely don't, like, I'm not a big fan of the dark-sided consular. And so I thought that like that would be really interesting too, because of how compassionate they are. And I think that just works out really well to tell that story. Like, because I feel like Arkin does also need somebody who's more compassionate. So I don't know. And then like Arn, if he comes around and actually ends up being a full-fledged romance, I think he would be great with it. You know who he would also be great with? A Jedi Knight. Like, I 100% think a Jedi Knight would be great with Arn. It's kind of sad that, like, Arn and Tau are one side only versus, like, Rivix and stuff like that. Only because, like, Arn with, flirting with him with, like, a bounty hunter, that amuses me, like, so much. I guess, though, there is the double agent storyline where, like, you can, like, defect. So there is, honestly, there is that. Like, there is always that.